So first question, Mia has to meet Laura at the pool at 10:45. Draw hands on the clock to show that time. So we have to draw the hands. Remember, little kids go first. So this first time of 10, that's the hour hand, and that will be a small hand that we will draw. So remember, the little hand will be in between the 10 and the 11. So I'm going to draw a short or small hand in between the 10 and the 11. And then 45, remember, that's the longer hand, the minute hand, and we skip on around the clock by 5s. So we start here at 0. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We make our long hand there. Now what I would suggest is on Seesaw that you can make your template huge, really big, in order to draw those hands on there, and then you can make it small again before you submit it. All right, so we have 10:45. Now, if you remember, to make it a little bit shorter, a shortcut, we can go right to 6, and that's 30, and then we could just count on 35, 40, 45 to find 10:45. So that is the time that Laura meets, or Mia meets Laura at the pool. Okay, let's go to our next one. It's just some simple addition and subtraction facts. The biggest misunderstanding you might have here is missing the signs. So 12 minus 4, right, is 8. 11 minus 9, right, is 2. And if you don't have that memorized, the quickest way to do that, even with subtraction, is to count on. You start with 9 and count on 10, 11, your answer is 2. Don't forget that trick that your teachers taught you in probably first grade. 3 plus 7, we did those yesterday in our fluency tens, is 10. Okay, the next one is count by hundreds. So 578, 678, this is really showing if you know your place value. So remember, this is the hundreds, the tens, and the ones place. If we count by hundreds, our hundreds are going up 1 each time, 578, 678. Next number would be 778. The only thing that's changing here is the hundreds place. The next one would be 878. And the last one would be 978, counting by hundreds. Okay? Our last question is a bar graph, different than the pictograph. So remember, we had a pictograph earlier in the week where we had pictures to represent our data or information. Here we have bars that represent our information. The question states, how many more people pick apple juice than grape juice? The title of the graph is most popular juices. The scale over here says the number of people. Down here, it has the types of juice. So apple, orange, and grape. And then you can see how the scale is counting 0, 75, 100, 125, 50, 175. So we're finding the difference between apple and grape. So what I'm going to do, just to make it a little simpler for myself, I'm going to cross out the orange. It has nothing to do with the question. I don't need to know how many people pick orange juice. I do need to know how many people pick apple. And apple, I'm going to go to the apple bar, and I'm going to follow the bar along to the scale, and apple is 125. And then I'm going to go to grape, and I'm going to go to the top of the bar, and I'm going to follow it along the scale, and grape is 75. I like to write my numbers at the top of the bars, so I don't have to keep looking back at the scale. And now, in order to find the difference, we would subtract. I also want to show you, because I've been doing this a lot in school, this is a comparison problem. So if we were going to draw a picture for it, we would stack 2 bars on top of each other, a big one and then a smaller one, and what we're doing is we're comparing the difference in size between the two. So apple juice is 125, it's the bigger number, so I'm going to label this A for apple. Grape is 75, it's a smaller number, so I'll label the smaller bar G for grape. And then I'm going to write the number of people that chose each one in the bar, so this is 125, and grape is 75. And then in order to find how many more people pick apple than grape, I have to find this difference. How much longer is the big bar than the smaller bar? And how do I do that? I do that by subtracting. So I can do my algorithm here. Subtract my 1s first. 5 minus 5 is 0. Subtract my 10s next. I can't take 7 from 2, so I have to unbundle. Once I unbundle, I have 12 10s. 12 minus 7 is 5. So how many more people picked apple juice than grape juice? 50 more people. Make sure you dress up your number. You don't want to just write 50. You want to write 50 more people. Even 50 people would be acceptable. Okay, today's morning work was pretty easy. Hopefully you did it on your own independently and didn't have any issues